think so. And I also think that one of the things that I hear you implying is that when you've got a couple in recovery, if the relationship ends, it's not always because the addict can't get sober or the patterns keep continuing. Sometimes it's just an acknowledgement of the reality of too much damage has been done. And as much as I want to try to make this work with you and I want to stay here, I keep having this resistance. I keep pulling back. My whatever it is it's just too much. And I wish you all the best. But from a place of sadness, we have to acknowledge that this relationship isn't going to make it. And we need to step off and find our own journeys so that we can each heal and, have that fulfilling life moving forward. And like you said, embrace that empowerment. But unfortunately, we can't do that together.
Mm-hmm. I think a really important part, I hear what you're saying, Dan. When you first started this work, you were really hoping to have the couple stay together. And I think I've always been the middle of the road where it was trauma healing. I want to help you heal your needs, your processes. And if you decide to stay in the relationship, we can work that. And if you decide not to stay in the relationship, we'll head that way too. But always doing that trauma healing. So I'm just thinking, let's turn the conversation. Like, what are some of the things that are hard when you've made a decision and the relationship is ending and the grief and the loss, sometimes relief. A lot of partners experience some relief, fear, excitement. But what are some of the struggles that they have? What do you guys see?
I think one of the biggest ones is just if it's a heterosexual relationship and the partner is the female, is trusting men again. And we can flip that if the male is the partner and in a heterosexual relationship, him trusting women again, I think it's just huge how, and intellectually people can say everyone's different, we all have unique, pasts and histories and personalities. But I think that traumatic piece can get so ingrained, entrenched that any person that resembles their former spouse or their former partner is going to potentially activate that trauma response. So I think that can be just a general big one.
Isn't that such an important piece? I'm sorry, I think I interrupted you, Dan. That the partner learns their trauma response so that they can have mastery over it and understanding, okay, that's happening. Oh, that's what that is. My trust is being activated. My trauma is being activated when I'm looking to connect with this new person.
Well, and even backing up a bit, I mean, I've had some partners that are, they'll get a new wedding ring and they'll put it on the right hand, the ring finger in the right hand. And I'm kind of marrying myself. And they're like, I don't know that I want to do this again. I'm maybe if it's a female partner, I'm going to just travel the world with my girlfriends, or I don't think I want to do this again and take these risks. So I think I've seen that. Now, what ends up happening down the road is a different story, but I think even some of the barriers I've seen aren't just post breakup, divorce, whatever we're talking. Like there also is the separation process and how that goes down. There's, if they've got kids, it's custody type issues, it's financial issues, and sometimes partners, if they've experienced other forms of abuse, they may have had financial dependence, and that gets complicated. So I guess I just think before we're even talking to dating, there may be a whole host of complications even before we get there. So that may be another whole conversation at some point, but I'm just thinking some of the barriers I've seen isn't just when a partner is ready to start dating again. It's all the stuff that happens even prior to that. Those are the things I see a lot.
I think circling back to what Jeannie was saying, which is the importance of the partner having done their trauma work. I think it's so key, because when you talk about dating, when you're stepping into a relationship, it's vulnerable by necessity. You can't really step into a relationship and you have a guarantee that everything's going to be safe. I'm stepping in, I'm being vulnerable, I'm trusting this person that I'm with to be connected with me. I'm finding out who they are. you know, you can't love without the risk of being hurt.